Hello viewers, Gypsy Ashi here and welcome back to Ashi Eurovision. And today is that time we are sort of a month left from Junior Eurovision 2025, and today I'm gonna show my own comments and thoughts on all of the 18 songs that will compete for this one, Crystal Trophy and Tbilisi this December 13th. It's almost a month right now left before this, but today, I'm gonna share my own thoughts on all of those 18 songs, and I'm gonna do it in ascending order from my least favorite to my most favorite. And those three that you're gonna see on the top are my quote unquote potential winners. So, this is going to be a huge video, and this is going to be a long one, so I don't want to waste time, but let's get this video started with my least favorite from the batch of 2025. First up, with Asha Shogovic with Itushna Ishrekna Fiksha, which represents Montenegro, by the way. And apologies for the butchering of, languages that I didn't manage to, pronounce them yet. So the song is a powerful ballad, I might say. It's decent, but to be honest, and her vocals is okay. And there's not much else to say about Asha's song, but it's fine for me. So this gets a 9 out of 10. Number 17 on the list is Eliza Bohr with I Believe, which represents Malta. And it's also a powerful ballad. I really love the vocals, the lyrics, and the tone is pretty amazing. But it needs a little improvement. It's kind of a bit repetitive, but still, it's alright. So this also gets a 9. Number 16 is Lottie O'Driscoll Murray with the song Win, which represents Ireland. And it's a decent downgrade from last year's beautiful and amazing Le Shell. And it's a very interesting but still powerful ballad. But the vocals here are very welcoming, but it's very decent. The crescendo and everything like that, it's fine. Most standards. But at least the song is pretty okay, and I'm fine with this. This also gets a 9. Because why not? Number 15 is Martina CRV with Beyond the Stars, which represents San Marino, and what a great upgrade from last year, in which we got a very decent girl group song last year when San Marino returned to the contest, and this year we have a beautiful country song. Very interesting. Vocals is really nice, the lyrics are good, and I really love the amazing tone of this, which is pretty amazing. I really love this despite the fact that it is still great. I'm happy with how it looked. So this gets a 9.5. First of all of those, because and spoiler alert, there will be no 10 out of 10s in this, because moving on to Meadow with Freeze, which represents the Netherlands. It's a very crazy bop there, but at first I haven't really graded it, but with the amount of songs that I really love in the batch, I'm losing interest in this. Well, it is fine. It's basically your, pop-ish song and feeling a little, electric vibes to this. But despite the fact that the vocals and the lyrics are okay and still a bit repetitive, at least there's a good feeling to this. So I really love the song, but there's not much else to say about this. So except the fact that I really like, the chorus, which is great. So so this gets 9.5 as well. Leonardo Giovangelli with the song Rockstar, which represents Italy, and an okay song, but it's really great. I really like the beats, the quote unquote rapping, but makes it singing thing, which is interesting to hear. But there's not much else to say about this. I really like the lyrics too, and the songwriting is decent. So Rockstar is great. I really like the tone a bit. So 9.5. Yakmur with Meow Meow, which represents Azerbaijan. A very great bop. I really like the lyrics and the tone of this, which is very crazy and animal-like, which is pretty amazing. And the beats is great. I really love it, and it's a very interesting bop. 9.5 once again. And there's not much else to say about this episode. It's basically a cat song. Remember, that one Latvian national final entry is from Supernova this year, 2024. Sorry. Okay, moving on to Konipula with Vuota Perime, which recently got a revamp just a couple of months after it was first released, and that was the first song that I ranked because that thing was the first song in all of the JESC entries has been released. And Vuota Perime is also a great bop. The it's basically your natural childish song, like fruits and vegetables centered around and taking care of them. That was fun. The music video was very fun too because taking care of fruits and veg. Well, at least there was something. So I really loved this song, but absolutely great. But still, it's decent. 9.5. Marina Vrjosh with Snovi, which represents Croatia, is also a very great ballad, which is pretty amazing. But still, it's alright. There's not much else to say about this. The vocals, the lyrics, the tone is all great. So yeah, 9.5 for this. There's not much else to say about that. Then comes Rafaela and Christos with Away, which represents Cyprus. And what a very decent downgrade from the very boppy Crystal Waters that we got from last year. And it's a very decent downgrade, but still, it is pretty amazing. The ballad, of course, the duet is pretty great, this ballad duet. I really love the vocals, the crescendo, the climax, the chorus, of course, and everything. That is pretty amazing, and I love that high note at the end, almost at the end of the song. So at least that's amazing. So 9.5 for this ballad duet. Now comes Sofia Nersesian with Motanka, which represents Ukraine. What an amazing banger here, and singing a song about a quote-unquote ragdoll is pretty great. The beats, the chorus, everything, it's pretty amazing. The lyrics is a total banger, and I really love it. So Motanka gets a 9.5 once again because of how amazing it is. I'm really glad that this song has a lot of full potential. Now comes Nela Shaska with Miracle, which represents, North Macedonia. Well, of course, there was a couple of changes here. The list that you just saw from the previous video is basically my thoughts before I made this video, and I just made a couple of changes. So now with that out of the way, North Macedonia is before France. So speaking of North Macedonia, I love her song, which is pretty amazing. A perfect ballad for something that's beautiful, something unique, something that's truly amazing, and I really loved it. The vocals is a great welcome, which is pretty great, and it's a very beautiful tone. So this gets a 9.5. Now comes Lou de Luz with Semonde, which represents France, and also a great ballad as well, which is pretty dramatic but still amazing. And this follows the footsteps of various other French ballads in the main ESC series, like Mon Amour or something like that, from what I can remember, and also Voila as well. And it follows the quote unquote the chorus of Voila and a little mix of some stuff turned into this one. Very great concept, but still it's a decent ballad. I really like the lyrics, but still the overall tone is very dramatic, but still very amazing. So 9.5 for this once amazing song. There's not much else to say about that. Now comes Inês Gonçalves with Power on the Vai o Amor, which represents Portugal. And it's also a very amazing ballad too, which is okay, but still decent downgrade from Esperanza that we got last year. It's a very great song, it's still a great ballad, but not as great as Esperanza. Especially the fact that the vocals is okay, there's not much else to say about it, and I really like the overall tone of this. The vocals is great and pretty amazing, and it gives me Lana Del Rey vibes on this. So yeah, 9.5 as well. Now comes another powerful ballad, comes Anita Abgariani with Shine Like a Star, and her home soil, Georgia, of course. And yes, this is another very interesting ballad also of that, and it follows the footsteps of another ESC entry that we got this year, that is Freedom by Mariam Shengalia. And it also follows the same method, but except it's very bold and very dramatic like that matter. It's a very dramatic ballad, but still pretty amazing. I really like the vocals and the lyrics, which is still repetitive but still great. So 9.5 for an absolute banger, but still decent. Now comes my three personal potential winners, and those two are basically most likely one of those because yeah, I don't even think if they won because Portugal has never won once, and Georgia has already won multiple times. Last year they have won one time, yeah, and I don't know if they were going to win another title because of that. But speaking of my top three, here are my top three. Gonzalo Pinillos opens up the top three with Erase Unve, or Once Upon a Time, which represents Spain, and it was an absolute banger. First of all, I really love the lyrics. I really love the chorus. I really love the songwriting, and everything in this is pretty amazing. I really love, the tone of this, which is very great, and I really love the absolute high notes of this, which is pretty amazing. And the music video is overwhelmingly good. I really love this song, and it's way even better than last year's entry. That is, Como de Lola, if I remember correctly. But that was a very amazing upgrade from last year's, Chloe. But yeah, so this gets a 9.5. Now comes Mariana Klosch with Brightest Light for Poland. Another amazing ballad. I really loved it. And it's pretty amazing to see, Mariana's, high notes when she hits the main chorus, which is absolutely amazing, but still great. But also, there's a couple of, some things that I wanted to say about this ballad. It's pretty amazing as well. I really love the vocals and the lyrics as well. And of course, the overall tone, which is still dramatic but beautiful. 9.5, once again, for a very beautiful song. And of course, number one, what would be my personal potential number one for me, and possibly a potential winner, is Albert, which represents Armenia with a song Braveheart. And once again, it uses Armenian language despite the fact that the title is in English. Very common from some of the entries that we got, but whatever. So this is a very dramatic ballad, but still pretty amazing. It follows a couple of steps from To My Mom, except it's basically, showing yourself a brave heart to you, and it's a very dramatic song, and it's pretty amazing to see this one opens up to heights. I really love the vocals, I really love the lyrics, I really love the dramatic tone of this, and everything in this seems very dramatic, but still, it's beautiful, it's inspiring, and I really loved it. So 9.5. I don't think if this would get another Junior Eurovision title, but we'll see about that if we were going to take a look at the votes from the, live show this Saturday, the 13th of December. So that's your top 18. Once again, number 18, Montenegro, then Malta, Ireland, San Marino, the Netherlands, Italy, Azerbaijan, Albania, Croatia, Cyprus, then Ukraine, North Macedonia, France, Portugal, Georgia, Spain, Poland, and Armenia. And those top 5, of course, are my mostly potential winners, but I highly likely for the top 3, of course, that is Spain, Poland, and Armenia. And I wish those 3 the best of luck because I hope that they will get another title. And Spain, I think, if I remember correctly, hasn't won once in a while. So then this would be Poland's is 3rd, and Armenia's is also, I think, 3rd, if I remember correctly, or 2nd, I can't remember. But we'll see about that because we're gonna wait a little bit more for the results to come in, and this would be a huge one. Fact. So with that out of the way, that's my, ratings and comments on all of the 18 entries in this year's Junior Eurovision Song Contest right before the rehearsals. And come back at a later date for my own ratings after the first and second rehearsals, and of course the winning song review, and of course the ranking of all the songs after the show. But we're not done with Eurovision content this November because by next week, and there will be some major developments coming along because I'm gonna review my own truth to everyone, saying that this is not the same Gypsy Yeshi that you probably expect in the past. And this would be a shocking one because I have been waiting for this announcement for some time now and I can't wait to review it. But don't worry. After that stressful and very tough week, I'll be back to making Eurovision National Final content with my ranking on all Festival di Kenji's 25 entries, the 64th Festival di Kenji's entries. I'm gonna rank all of them. I think all 30, if I remember correctly, all 30 entries from this year's FIK, and maybe also at the last week of November or the first week of December is my own ranking on all of the March song entries. And maybe someday we'll have more Eurovision content on your way as the 2026 national final season is getting underway. So there's a lot of content coming along here on actually Eurovision, as well as a couple of Eurovision icon stories. My a new episode on Rosalind is already out. You can check it out right now, and it's getting growing in views. So yeah, so with that out of the way, I hope you guys enjoy my own ranking on all 18 entries in this year's Junior Eurovision Song Contest, whether for the rehearsals or the show. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell, and turn on set it to all. Sorry to so you'll be notified when a new video hits. Of course, you can also check out my socials link in my link tree. Until then, I'll be seeing you all in just a couple of days, and you'll probably figure out why I am feeling, a bit stressful and a bit tough for this announcement.